Welcome to the studio of Common Tales Views. I'm your host Hassan. As you know that I bring you guests from around the world and we have a peek into their life. We see how they are doing in their lives. These are the people who are facing the real life challenges and they are the real heroes of their lives. So we learn from their lives, we ask them questions, how they are doing, what are their future plans, what are the mistakes that they have done, what are the mistakes that they want to avoid in their lives, and what is their advice to you. So keep watching the program till the end because there is some really special information going to be delivered to you, and I've got a very special guest in my studio with me today. So I introduce you to my guest. Hello.
Hi, Hassan.
Well, welcome to the studio of Common Tales. If you could introduce your name, who you are, where are you from, introduce yourself please.
Thank you for inviting me. My full name, I'm Agnes Chung, and then surname is Wenman. And I live in the UK, the northeast of a city called Hull.
Okay.
And here I am in Nicosia, in Cyprus.
In Cyprus. Welcome to Cyprus, Nicosia. My first question is going to be about your early life, where you were born, where did you go for your schooling, what did you do, how was your life there? If you could tell us about that, please.
Okay. I'm from Malaysia, east of Malaysia. It's a city called Miri.
Okay.
And the state is called Sarawak. And I'm the Malaysian born Chinese third generation. So my grandparents from China, southern part of China, Guangdong province. But both my parents born in Miri, that's the city where I was born.
Okay. Have you ever visited China yourself?
Never yet.
Wow. Whoa, you have never. Okay. So how was the life in Malaysia? How was it?
Malaysia, because it's a multicultural country.
Yeah.
So in Malaysia, we have the Muslim people called Malay people, and we also have the native people that lives there for years.
Yeah.
We have people from China, from Pakistan, India, different places.
Wow. So, what did you study there in Malaysia? And till what age you stayed there?
So I have my formal education including kindergarten, primary school, middle school. Up until then I was in Miri. And when I finished my middle school, which is a private Chinese secondary school, it's called Peiming Middle School in Miri. So one of the independent Chinese school. And when I finished that studies, I took a year to study A-levels, but also in a town in Miri. And when I finished that, I furthered my study in Kuala Lumpur, that is the capital of Malaysia. And I studied law. And on my final, after two and a half years in Kuala Lumpur, my final year to complete my degree, I studied in University of Glamorgan in Wales, in the UK.
How many brothers and sisters you are?
Okay, not want to shock you all, but I've got 5 brothers. And I got 2 older sisters and 1 youngest. The youngest one is my sister's.
So quite a big family.
Yes, I'm number 8.
You are on the 8th.
Yes.
So how was life growing up with your siblings in Malaysia? How was it?
If you talk about siblings, all I can remember is because my brother and sisters, they are all much older than us. So growing up, I can remember as a child, from kindergarten or primary school, growing up with my younger sister and my other cousins from my uncle's side.
Okay. So, since you were in the youngest siblings, were the older ones, were they a little bit dominating, telling you what to do and not to do?
Not really, because my brother, lots of them, some of them, they didn't even finish their secondary school, and then
Yeah.
they started working. And one worked as a technician, and one worked as in a shop. My father runs a grocery shop, so that he's the oldest one that helped out with my father. Not even before he finished his school.
Yeah.
And the other brothers, when they finish their secondary school,
Yeah.
they go to different city and work there.
Did you pursue your career in the law at some stage or not? If not, why?
Not at all. Okay. When I finished my study in the UK,
Yeah.
with the law degree, I went back to Malaysia and I studied, we call it Certificate of Legal Practice
Yeah.
in University of Malaya. And there is it's a 1-year course.
Yeah.
And the first year when I start the exam, I didn't pass all the paper, so I have to resit it the second year. And the second year, when I did all my preparation and everything, after the first day of the exam, I fell and dislocated my shoulder, just kept coming out from the exam hall, trying to catch a bus, and I fell and tripped on the bus and dislocated my right shoulder, and I have to give up the rest of the paper because I couldn't write. And
So you never pursued the examination after that?
after that, a lot of things happened.
Yeah.
When I recovered from the dislocation injury, I prepared myself fully again to sit for the third time. But the third time, passed the exam, and on the newspaper, they said that because there is a leakage of the paper,
Oh.
they nullified the whole exam.
Oh my God.
And they said, you all have to resit the exam.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, it's too stressful.
Oh no.
So I took the opportunity to come to the UK on a working holiday visa, on a 2 years working holiday visa.
So you were not having a very good luck in order to, first was it the law exam?
Yes.
So see, perhaps the nature did not want you to clear your law examination.
Maybe
Once you fell, second time the paper was leaked out, and that was the reason. So what did you do in UK then?
Okay. Funny enough, when I came on a 2 years working holiday visa, I said to myself, I might stay, I might not, but I'll give 2 years to myself to see what opportunity have I got in the UK.
Yeah.
So when the first day after I arrived, immediately with my cousin Dan and one of a friend that come with us, 3 of us, we just look for any job available in the town in Hull. So for the first 8 months, we were working in a factory.
Wow.
So factory life for 8 months.
Hard work. Then
Hard work. Then.
what sort of factory was it?
Say that again.
What sort of factory? What was it producing?
Packing.
Okay. So
Food packaging.
Food packaging.
With cakes and puddings and.
For the perhaps for the flights and aeroplanes, yeah?
No, it's a factory.
Oh,
Yes,
for
that
the supermarkets. So what happened next? What did you do?
Okay. My sister came that year, a few months after we arrived, and she started working in a cake factory. And from that cake factory, she met a few friends. One of her good friends is from Portugal, from Lisbon. And she said to my sister, why don't your sister, because she has a degree, she knows so many languages, she just said that, why don't your sister go to the job center and ask for a job to work as an interpreter?
Yeah.
Which, when I heard about it, my mind is like click. And I said, yes, I want to use my skill and see what opportunity is out there.
So what are the languages that you speak for interpretation?
Okay. I speak, Malay is the national language.
Yeah.
But I have to say, because I've been living in the UK for so long, I don't feel comfortable in interpreting that language anymore, other than just normal conversation.
Yeah.
So Malay language, and then I do Mandarin. Mandarin is the former language of Chinese language.
Yeah.
And I do Cantonese, I do Hakka, and then Hokkien. Hakka Hokkien is the dialect, Chinese
So which
dialect.
is the most used language in your interpretation line?
I would say Mandarin and Cantonese.
So you work for different organizations in UK?
Yes, after I've been to the job center, registered myself by the information that was given, and one of the information is that from the Humberside Police, they're always looking for a qualified interpreter.
Yeah.
And when I look at the requirement, it says that you need to have qualification in interpreting. So from that time, I said to myself, I need to get that qualification to go into the proper, requirement to get into this profession. So I prepared myself, went for, I didn't go for the course, but I tried to sit the exam for diploma in public service interpreting. But first attempt, I didn't get through it. And at the end, I said to myself, there's another alternate requirement. So I went for Metropolitan Police test. And I passed it in one first attempt.
Very good. So this is good luck with the examination, because we are seeing from the beginning you are not having a very good luck with the examinations.
No.
So okay, now we come to the life as an interpreter. How did you find your life? I mean, how do you find this profession? Do you like it? Is it good? Is it rewarding? Do you learn something? How is it? How do you see it? Now that you have been working for quite a long time.
Yes, to be honest, I started in August 2004 working as an interpreter. When I first started, the payment is not great, so I have to do some part-time job. So I work in a Spanish restaurant trying to top up the earnings. But to be honest, when you put me that question, in my head is a lot going on, because I've been in this profession since August 2014. That makes it nearly 19 years. 19
years, So initial questions is going to be positive things about interpreting. What are the positive
things? I find it really, really rewarding. The reason is because you get to meet so many people from your own community. You get to help them, and by helping them, you feel you have done something and you contribute something to the society, to the community. That is really grateful for your service.
What are the negative things about interpreting? As an interpreter, what are your views?
Negative things, because most of the time, because we are self-employed, it can be a very lonely profession. You don't normally meet a lot of colleagues in your own language. But what I've learned over the last 15-16 years, because I also work for the court and for the Home Office. So you get the chance to actually sit in a room with other colleagues where they also come for the same thing, but to help their community, people that need their language skills. And through that, you meet different people, which is good.
Is it a sort of profession that gives you the chance to for the self-improvement? What do you think about this?
Improvement, yes, of course, because in interpreting, mainly in public service as well, you have to be in a different setting, no one day the same. So, for example, today I might be in the police station taking a statement, doing an interview. Tomorrow I might be in a theater interpreting for somebody that's giving birth to a baby. So no one day the same, which is quite challenging and interesting, and a lot to take on.
Okay, when we say a lot to take on, there might be some very positive times that you are happy, but at the same time, because people don't come to the police station just for nothing. There are issues in their lives, fights, incidents, even in the courts when we are interpreting, and sometimes there are serious traumas and serious sort of issues that are really hard to even listen to. And we as an interpreter, we have to not only understand them but to translate and repeat them, and we have to go through those things at the same time as the victims or the defendants or whoever are going through. How does it affect interpreters? What do you think? What are your views about that? Because you have been through it.
A lot. I have to say, we need to find where to adjust our personal life and the work life. And it's not easy, especially like what you just said, when we have to interpret word by word of what somebody's gone through, and if it's something that is really bad, and you have to understand their feeling in order to interpret it out fully, and that is just so difficult, and it affects our mental health as well. So I think what other people need to know is that as an interpreter, we carry a lot of burden on our shoulder, especially when we interpret for people that has been through trauma and victim of some kind, or even simple thing like they're lost in the city asking for direction. Something like that, as simple as that. Yes.
So now you didn't pursue the career in the law, but you did pursue your career in interpretation and translation. How your life is currently passing by? How is it? How do you see it?
How?
Currently, do you think you are content from what you have done so far, or any mistakes that you regret that you shouldn't have done, or anything that you should have done?
I don't think I'm going to regret to be in this profession, because this profession is something that I find it rewarding, and you learn a lot from others, through others, and you open your eye to so many things. And when you open your eyes to so many things, it makes you more stronger in person, and you know that anything that is challenging, difficult, you know you will find ways to deal with it and become a stronger person.
Another thing, for example, in this job, we usually are traveling around the world for different projects and things. How do you find it when you go to another country, such as you have come to Cyprus now, and Nicosia, meeting the new people, adjusting to the new environment, the place of living, finding the place? How do you cope with it? Because there is a lot of pressure involved with it, because you leave the comfort of your home and you go to another place. How do you see it?
I see it as a part of life. So because I am willing to take this opportunity, I know that what I have to be prepared of, like for example, looking for accommodation, know your way around to places. These are even though simple thing, basic thing that you need to know, but to leave your family to come here is a lot of stress, lots and lots of stress. I think it's good to have colleagues like Hassan and people that you come to know, that you have to be open to people and seek help when you are stuck. And when you know your way around, you will be more comfortable as they go by. So it takes time, but it's not going to be just 1 or 2 days.
I mean, what's your expectation? For example, if you go to a new area, there are colleagues, but there are different sort of colleagues with different mentalities. Some might just want to be to keep to themselves, and some are really, really welcoming and outgoing and helpful as well. So how do you compile the colleagues, or how they should be or how they shouldn't be? I mean, what's your view about that?
To me, I think because every people, they have their own lives, and they might be a quiet person, they might be people that like to meet others. So to me, if I am in that position where I can help other colleagues, to me, my first thing is to welcome them and offer help whatever where that I can. So, but the thing is, you can't expect everybody to be the same. So if I say I need help in this way, and that people been trying, but if they said this is what I can do, but maybe you should learn as well, I take it as, you know, I'm still thankful for that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to make people feel pressure because of my own demand. So as a grown-up, as an adult, we have to be independent as well. So it's
Okay,
important
another
to
question.
do that.
You have been to Greece as well.
Yes.
How long was it for, and how did you find it?
I find it, yes, it's very, very, very good experience.
Yeah.
In Greece, I think also it needs time. So it's like when you go to a new place, first is to know your way around, and then to get to know more friends. The more friends you have, then the support that you'll be getting through friends, it will help you along the way to adapt the life that you're gonna, you know, start living, or, you know, however long that it needs to be.
How does it feel when you go back to UK after a long deployment, for example, more than 2-3 months, and you go back? How does it feel at home, around the city, around the area? How does it feel?
To me, because I like to carry on connecting to people that I know, or close friends, or, you know, people that always seek help from me, that I'm more than happy to help. So in that way, I think it's just the same as before I left.
Okay, so I mean, the children at home, family members, how do they react when you go back?
I think every day you have to have some kind of conversation with them, just so to let them know that me is still around, and I miss you a lot. I hope we can meet soon, that kind of thing. That have to keep giving them the promise that we're gonna, you know, stay strong together.
Do you read books? What's your hobbies? I mean, what are you?
To be honest, if you ask me what my hobbies that I want to do, there are a lot.
Okay.
But
what you can do? Yeah, let's talk about those.
Yes, what I would like to do is to be relaxed, i.e. to swim more, to exercise more, to help with my health problem.
Yeah.
But to make time for it, when I was in the UK back at home, it's difficult, because time is just an accident. It's just run out of time doing this, and then the next thing you have to complete this and that. Too many tasks around.
In terms of meditation, spirituality, what are your views? I mean, how do you?
Charity.
I mean spirituality.
Oh, spirituality.
Or meditation. What are your views on that?
I think it's important to have faith, regardless of whether you have faith in different religion. So myself, I'm a Catholic and a practicing Catholic. So the first thing I want to know when I get to a new place is find the church that I want to attend, which I did. After 2 days, after I got enough rest and know my way around, I took the time to discover the city yesterday and use my phone to find where the closest church is,
so you
which
went?
I was happy. Yes, I found
you
the
found
church.
one. You went there. How did you feel?
Happy.
It was
and,
good. Yeah.
And peace. Yes.
You liked it.
Yes.
And so these are. What are your plans? I mean, what sort of life do you want to have? Or what do you look for in the future? I mean, what are your plans? Any goals? Any things that you want to do in your life?
Yes, I think many people have goals. Whether you want to make that goals to become a reality, that is something different. I'm working on it, but what I have to say is that it's not easy. It's not easy because life, everybody carry a lot of burden on their life, especially if you have family, young children. You have to provide the basic to them. But I don't know whether I should share this, but apart from interpreting, I also do something else. But there is another business that I treat it as my pension fund.
Yeah.
So doing that, it gave me the opportunity to create this pension pot that I can put aside. But I'm building the business, which I know the longer I keep staying on in this, it
Yeah.
will, in my later life, maybe when I retire, I will have more comfortable life then.
Very good. What do you see? How do you see the life of being highly super rich and super poor? How do you see the both
How
lives?
do I see it? For the one that is really, struggling, not even have enough to say, to enough food to eat or enough clothing and all that, I feel so sorry for them. But then, in the UK, I think the government is doing a lot, and the charity that is around and the community is doing a lot to the people that is struggling.
Do you think there are a lot of opportunities in UK for the people in terms of getting education, getting settled? These sort of opportunities are there?
Yes, it's always organization that just open their arm and say, "Come, we will help you." So unless you are the one that decide that no, I just want to sit on the street and put your hands out. Otherwise, the government, the community, the charity that is around, they do a lot of charity to help people that is in need.
Very good. And would you like to discuss the pressure in the life of UK that people sometimes may face with regards to the taxes, the bills, the things? That pressure, is it bearable? Can everybody bear it?
To be honest, it's not easy. It's not easy. Let's say from last year onward, because of the gas, electricity bills go shoot right up to the roof.
Yeah.
A lot of people just seeking help, i.e., to be able to pay for their food, to keep warm, to pay for the gas, electricity, the basic essential things. They are struggling. A lot of people struggling. So I think we need to know when people are struggling that the government is helping, which I can see they are doing what they need to do to help, but still not enough.
The pressure is there, it's not
Yes,
enough,
it's
obviously,
still not
because it's I mean, the structure is such that you are earning, but at the same time there are expenses as well, and sometimes it's unbearable. So dear viewers, this was Agnes at the Common Tales, who gave us her precious time to talk to me and to talk to you. I would like to ask her if you could give any good advice to our viewers who are watching this program. What is your advice? Anything, a piece of advice that you would like
A piece of advice
to the world, let's say.
I think we have to be grateful for what we have at the moment. I know it's not difficult. I know it's not easy. Life is not easy. But if you have a faith, don't leave your faith. That is really important. And be strong in your head, knowing that our God is always there looking after us. So ask and you will be given, and He will never leave you if you ask and stay with you, Him. So God is there.
Thank you.
We need to be strong in our faith.
Thank you so much, Agnes, for joining us here. Dear viewers, this was Agnes in our program. A piece of advice from my end as well, as a tradition. There was a boy, he was working, he was playing in the football of the primary school. He was doing very good. He was the best, he was the top. But when he changed his schools, he went to the middle school. In that school, the team was bigger, the players were much more stronger than him, and he was finding it really, really difficult. And he said that I cannot play at a good level anymore. And his teacher told him, he said, look, you were in a cozy environment, you were at the top, you are still at the top at that school, but this opportunity is giving you a chance to learn more, to improve yourself, because there is a stronger team than you. So there are more difficulties, more challenges, which is only there to make you more stronger and improve much more than before. So if we are facing any troubles or issues in our life, all we have to do is to embrace them with happiness, because they are only there to give us a chance to improve ourselves and to be much more stronger, to cope with the things. So there are no difficulties or issues that can stop us forever. They are there to make us only stronger. So any challenges that come to you, just embrace them, learn from them, and move on and improve, and keep on improving until the whole world says that yes, he or she is the guy. They are the masters, they are the legends. And with this note, I will let you all go. Thanks for watching the Common Tales with Hassan. I'll see you at the same place in the Common Tales with another guest. See you. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.